Hello, everyone. Welcome to Beck's Business Bits. Today I'm going to talk about when a seller's explicit instructions require certain things in the listing. One of those would be, maybe like a proof of funds. But in any case, this might be a little longer, but I think it's very important for you all to know. A seller gives explicit instructions to the listing office. No showings take place unless the buyer supplies proof of funds first. If this is in the broker remarks section of the MLS listing, the listing agent agrees but reminds the buyer's rep about the proof of funds requirement. The buyer's agent is furious. He feels his customers shouldn't have to show personal property like this before even seeing the inside of the property. This has to be illegal, right? Or at least unethical, right? The answer is no to both questions. A seller has a fairly wide range of prerequisites he can choose from before he allows a property showing. He can even demand an actual offer from the buyer. Yes. Well, this tends to happen more for high-end or celebrity-owned properties, but it's important to understand that a seller can require information from a buyer before the buyer can step onto the property. Many times, it's proof of funds as evidence that the buyer is seriously interested in the property. If you are a listing agent with a specific seller request, make sure to get this instruction in writing, either part of the listing agreement or an email sent to you by the seller. If you're a buyer's agent, let the buyer know what the seller requests when you bring the listing to them. Please note, in many cases, personal information regarding the buyer can be redacted or blacked out. For instance, an account number or a social security number or a home address could be taken out of that proof of funds or any document requested by the seller. Standard of Practice 3 through 9, which supports Article 3 of the Code of Ethics, says realtors shall not provide access to listed property on terms other than those established by the owner or the listing broker. When a seller requires a buyer to meet certain prerequisites before entering the property, the realtors are obligated to comply. If the listing agent permits access contrary to the seller's instructions, or if he ignores the seller's instructions, both realtors could be the subject of an ethics violation. If the listing agent is at fault, it would be possible violation of Article 1 based standard of practice 1 through 16, and in the case of a cooperating agent, Article 3 standard of practice 3 through 9 could apply. So please be careful, make sure you document things correctly, and make sure you explain it to your customers. Thanks.